And we are live. So welcome back to Midnight Madness. This is the last Midnight Madness sessions of the week. The next Midnight Madness will be Monday at midnight. For tonight, the subject is data. Today's subject includes how to copy a database instead of SQL Server, and also how to export the schema or the table layout to a separate file. Okay, and of course, I have to give thanks to ChatGPT for this here. This was kind of interesting. So let's close this and restart it. I don't know what the trouble is there. So as you can see, I am using an Oracle virtual machine. And we do the export. The only thing we want is just the database structure itself for the first export. And for the second, we will export both. We only export the table structure or the table structure in the data. We're not going to export primary keys and index, anything like that. All just straight data. Okay. It's embarrassingly simple work with a small database like this. And the database of choice for tonight is the ever popular Northwind database. Which first made its appearance at least in as far back as Office 98, and as it's sort of being the default demonstration database for Microsoft Access. Okay. We'll see if the mouse works this time. If it doesn't run, what we'll do. I had the crazy idea to reverse my setup and make the okay, so that's working. That's good. Reverse my setup and actually make Arch Linux my base OS, and then install Windows 11 in a virtual machine. So that's a matter for it. That's just something kind of float out there and see what you all think. Of course, you're in the background. Hey, be sure to stop by the chat session, say hi, hit the like button for me, and don't forget to share this channel with your friends. Okay? You should also subscribe to the channel. So again, a weapon of choice will be SQL Server and SSMS. There that is. Open up SSMS. I am, of course, using SQL Server 2022. Here we go. And I'm, of course, using the latest version of SQL Server Manager Studio 20.1. So what do you think about doing it? You know, the problem with reversing the operating system is well, I mean, it's not like it's something super critical. Like I would lose, I suppose. I'm still more on the idea of trying to install Arch Linux on my older laptop, no, Asus laptop. Older processor, 8 gigabytes of RAM. It'd be a perfect complement to my older laptop. As you can see, I double clicked, so now I got two instances of SSMS open. There we go. Just get rid of that. And there's the database. Let's go and create our new database first. We're going to call something tricky like NW for Northwind. Like I said, this was the default sample database used to come with Microsoft Access. Okay, Northwind for this. Now we want to export this over here. Let's see if we can do this now. Script tab. Generate scripts. We want all the select database objects. And we will First we're just going to export the just the schema itself without the indexes. And this is interesting. How come I'm not? So am I live? Well, hopefully my video is at least live. We have to come back here then. Script options, advanced. What we're looking for is, schema only. We just want the bare bones unique key. Don't know what that is. Sorry for the, if you can't see my face right. I'm going to check and make sure we actually are streaming. Okay, so it does appear that I am streaming. Just for whatever reason, my camera's not working right now. It's probably, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Okay. Do this then. Do this. Generate scripts again. We want the data, but again, we don't want the advanced. schema and data both. We want the data, but we don't want the keys. That's the unique keys. Let's see how this works. Well, that didn't take long, did it? Let's come over here. Let's just take a quick look at the data, the script. Let's open it up then. Let's open up in a notepad. So, now the complete one includes the data, but it should not include any foreign or primary key information. Wonder why that didn't work. Okay. Let's take a quick look at this. For whatever reason, the schema export by itself didn't work. So here we are. Now, somewhere down here, we should have the data, okay? And this is interesting. What it's doing is, it looks like it's stored in some type of binary format or something. We got that. Let's take a look at this schema down here, this down here. This is one I created earlier. Now you can see there is no index key. So what we'll do, we'll come back over with complete now, and we'll rebuild the database. And we'll open up the script. You want to execute the script. Hold on one second. Okay. So we come back over here now. We're going to check a couple of things, check a few tables here. You can see we have 2 fact tables and a number of regions. These here are probably dimension tables also, okay? Let's see if these have any. Let's take a look here. Okay. And what are these? Do we actually need all these tables? I don't know. I would call this a dim table also. But we won't. We won't leave it the same. So you saw it was very easy to copy this database. A very simple script to create. It's a small database in terms of the amount of data. But anyway, okay. So what is shift position? So now what we want to do is we'll come over here to ChatGPT. I'm using ChatGPT 4. Okay, but I've been having a problem here. Of course, it's kind of annoying, like you pay for a service and now it's not working. Let's try again then. Kind of annoying. You're paying for a service and it doesn't work. Let's try this. Let's come over here. Let's just clean this up a little bit. Let's strip it down to the most basic level of code we can give it. Okay. So that new script didn't turn out like it. Let's come back over here and try it again. You know what we could do is we could export this, right? Because it doesn't have any of the keys on it, right? Now, in text is interesting, right? Let's just this do the script export. Now this should be schema only, right? Finished? Oh, we don't want no strings. Now let's come back up here. Take a quick look. Make sure there's nothing wrong. Let's come back there. Let's ask ChatGPT a question. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Mhm. Well, the obvious question is, will this actually work? Oh, I don't know. Dim. Let's just do all the ones listed as dim. Okay. Well, my friend, if this works, this will be kind of interesting. sort of takes all the that looks pretty good to me. I wonder how did it do it? Did it look at the table structure and then look for common columns between the two? How did it decide which one was the No, it didn't work with all of them, right? There's a primary key. Do these have any now? Well, my friends, I have to say that is pretty. I'm pretty doggone impressed with the free version of ChatGPT. I mean, it was able to identify compound keys. It was able to set primary and foreign keys. Let's just try one thing, shall we? Let's open up. So now I'll come over here. Okay. Open up SSIS. Okay, the SSAS project here. And import the tables one. It should come in and automatically import all the tables we have. Remember our rule here. Only thing matters is results. Okay. All right. Results, and as long as it's not illegal or moral threatening, it doesn't really make any difference what it is. Okay. Not sure why this is taking so long. So what we're going to do is try to create a very quick SSIS project and display the database map inside of SSIS. Okay, so that's do like that. Oh, I don't know. Oh, wow. That's interesting. That's interesting. The blue screen of death. I don't see many of those. I think I may have seen it once before on this virtual machine. I must not have liked, you know, SSAS or something like that. I'll be right back. I'm going to brush my teeth while this is dirty. Okay. Let's try this one more time. So we'll bring up Visual Studio again and try to create a SSAS package. Now, obviously, if it crashes this time, that's a bit of a problem. So for those you for those you who came in late, we started out by exporting the schema and then the schema plus the data from SQL from using SSMS, and then we loaded the schema and the data into a new into a new database, and then we gave the schema to ChatGPT, the free version 3.5, and asked it to create the primary and the foreign keys for all the tables, and it did. I mean, there's actually like, holy crap, you're done already? No questions, nothing like that. It's like I said before, there isn't a lot of difference between ChatGPT, the free version, and the paid version. For doing like Python, the ability to upload data or images, the ability to write Python code. That's a big plus. But you know what? You can do a whole heck of a lot with with just the free version. I just cut and pasted the whole schema into there. It said, create the primary and the foreign keys for it. And it did. As a matter of fact, it even created some compound keys, which is two different keys, okay? So it could be like, the product key and the product and the subcategory and the category key or something like that. Now, of course, if this crashes this time, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. So I'm still trying to get the load of SSAS project. This isn't good. Well, then again, we could save this until yeah, let's do that. let's go ahead because we've already accomplished a lot tonight. We got the database restored. We got the primary and foreign keys set up. All we got to do now is come back on Sunday or Monday night at midnight, and we'll pick up with the SSAS at that point. Okay. Hey, so thanks so much for bearing with me tonight. I hope you learned a little bit about how to export, how to copy databases instead of SSMS, and how to use the ChatGPT to write the primary and foreign key using a schema that's cut and pasted in. Okay. Thanks so much for your time, folks. We'll catch you at